Katz and Cosby, entertaining and informative on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Calling in right now is Speaker Newt Gingrich. He got to spend 90 minutes in the Oval Office last night with the president. And Newt, that must have been a great, interesting discussion.
Well, it was a lot of fun. Calista, as you know, is the ambassador to Switzerland, and we've both known the president for a very long time. And I think because he had just had a great Rose Garden event with the Los Angeles baseball team, the world champions, he was in a great mood, and so we covered a lot of ground. We were also delighted because Speaker Mike Johnson, who'd had a great day yesterday, they passed 5 major bills and left for the August recess on a real high, having really gotten the job done in the House. He joined us, and Susie Wiles, who I think is the best chief of staff to a president in my lifetime, she was also joining. So it was just a great chance to talk and cover everything from, the campaign to Iran to reminiscing about some things and all the different things he's involved in. We were kidding about how the Gulf of America has now begun to be normal, and one of the news channels was reporting on weather in the Gulf of America, and that was one of those things that Trump did in passing.
I mean, is the Gulf of Greenland done yet?
No, I didn't raise it either. Okay. I didn't want to encourage him. I think he has enough things on his plate for right now. But we did talk seriously about the election and what do we have to do to make sure that the Republicans win this fall. Chatted some about Iran. I'm not going to go into any of the details, obviously, but it was fun to be with him in part just because he was relaxed, and when he has a chance to sidestep all the enormous pressure of being president. I mean, he's a very interesting, frankly pleasant guy to talk with, and a great storyteller. And we were all of us kind of swapping stories, and I think Calista certainly is going to go back to Switzerland, having had a chance to have a pretty long conversation, and we're going to be at the White House Correspondents' Dinner with the president, which is also we're going courtesy of C-SPAN, and I'm very grateful to them for inviting Calista and me to come and be their guests.
Well, that's got to be a big one for tonight, and I guess the president is going to be the main speaker.
He is, and of course, a friend of mine said, it's a little tricky because, of course, the people he most wants to attack are in the room. I mean, it's Donald Trump and the news media is an entire book of its own.
So my prediction is he's really going to hit them.
Oh, of course he will. Hopefully he'll also be funny. But I think they're a little bit shell-shocked. But frankly, so many of them are so liberal and so one-sided that they kind of earn it. So I don't feel too sympathetic for them. But, that's a long tradition. I mean, Reagan had a rough and tumble relationship. Nixon had a rough and tumble relationship. If you're a conservative Republican, you just have to assume that 90% of the news media is on the other team.
You're absolutely right. Anything else you want to tell the people on a Friday night? Are you looking forward to this dinner tonight? I mean, it's going to be.
Sure.
It's going to be funny.
We'll see a lot of old friends, and that's the one thing about being in Switzerland is that we're not part of the Washington crowd per se. But but the other thing I'd say to people is they ought to look at all the bills that the Republicans passed in the House yesterday and realize that there are things happening, there are positive things underway, and things, for example, like these Trump savings accounts for children. I think there are over 1 million homes now that have a Trump savings account. It's a really remarkable success story, and those things are going to earn interest for the entire life of the child. So they have, they're basically laying aside the money to either start a business or go to college or whatever. It's a very smart idea, and it's catching fire. And the president was down in Georgia with Rick Jackson, who's the Republican nominee for governor. Jackson, who himself was a foster child and has been very generous and helped over 700 foster children. But Jackson announced that when he becomes governor, he's going to challenge the state of Georgia to match the federal fund so that Georgia's young children will have a really nice, robust start to having money being saved. And I think that's important because if we can teach young people that over time, hard work and savings and interest buildup are real, that everybody has the chance, if we design it right, to buy a house, to go to school, to have a better future.
Newt Gingrich, have a great time tonight and with Callista, and looking forward to watching it on C-SPAN for tonight, and we'll catch up with you. Maybe we'll talk on Sunday.
Look forward to it.